Hello and welcome to today's video. So today we're going to be having a look at two different things. The first one is the British Return of the Jedi Panini sticker album, which is this one here, which I absolutely loved. And this one dating back to the first movie, and it's a sort of a board game which was released through Green Shield stamps of all things. So that will be the subject of today's video. So sit back, relax, and let's get to it. Okay, so this is a look at the Return of the Jedi sticker album. So once again, this was released by Panini in the UK. It's dated 1983. And I seem to remember at least, the first time I got one of these was when it was given away free with an issue of 2000 AD. Now, I checked my collection, although I've got some Star Wars related 2000 ADs, I don't seem to have a sealed one of that particular issue. So I'm going to hunt online, I'm going to find a picture of it, and I'm going to pop that into this video right about now. Because that was certainly how I got mine, and it came with the album for free, and a big sheet of stickers to get you started. And I remember buying the comic several times over, just because it was a good way to get a head start on the actual collecting of the album. Now, I started in the Empire Strikes Back video that we did last week, where you had pictures which had 2s on. This one is got a 6 there, and this one at the front here is a 9 sticker montage. So really complicated. And the thing was, the stickers weren't that well produced, so trying to get them so that they fitted perfectly was not easy. So for example, here you'll see there's a little gap there. The eye matches up perfectly, but there's a little gap, and it just depends how well the stickers were printed. But that was the price and the gamble you paid in the days of stickers, rather than America, where they had the two lovely sets of trading cards. So we'll just work our way through the book now. So unlike Empire Strikes Back, where it just follows the story, first of all it introduces the individual characters. So we've got Luke and Han, the princess there. See, these are in the doubles. The 4 for Lando. A Jabba one there. Once again, interesting that you see that one's been, you see the picture on it is slightly different to what the other ones are, because the printing was not so good on that one. And C-3PO's come out really well. And this book is actually a bit longer than the Empire Strikes Back when there were even more stickers to collect. I think it was in the hundreds again. But I got better, I guess. I was a bit older. I was able to put the set together so that it looked better. It really is a fantastic album when you think about it. Although I still, if I'd have had the choice, I would have preferred to have collected the bubblegum cards. But this is what we had in Britain, so we had to just go with the flow, as it were. And I think they did do a really good job on this set. They'd had a bit of experience with doing sticker albums by this point. And I'm trying to remember what else had come out around this time. I think there was Gremlins stickers. The Black Hole we had trading cards for. What else did I collect? Battlestar Galactica, they were cards, weren't they? I'm trying to remember what came out around this time and what came out a bit later. There was, obviously, Panini did the football albums every year. And there was various ones of those. There was World Cup ones, and obviously the National Football League ones each year as well. So Panini were no strangers to sticker albums, and these days they're quite common. But back when Return of the Jedi came out, these were quite a novelty, and they still weren't that widespread. And I was really gutted that we didn't get trading cards. I really was. But this was an interesting little take on it. So the cards you had to, once again, these are doubles, and that's like a 4-1. You had to peel them off and put the different ships in, which is quite cool. You can sort of see the outlines underneath. The B-wing on this particular one hasn't quite got on gone on perfectly. And then the end. So it looks as if this exact same set was sold in UK and Ireland, South Africa, Australia and Canada. So it looks like, and they had the same sort of album. And then on the back, that would tie in with the different prices on the back there. And this album was 20 pence. Now, if you remember, the Empire Strikes Back one was 25p. So this was even more expensive, which seems crazy, doesn't it? Now, when I was looking for my trading card albums, or sticker albums, I did find another thing, which was this. Now, I remember having this as a kid, and I'd completely forgotten all about it until in one of the Star Wars Facebook groups, someone brought it up, and I thought, oh yeah, I'm sure I've got that somewhere. So this is a Gamester Presents Star Wars game, and it was released through Green Shield Stamps, and apparently there's a few different versions of this, and it's basically a fold-out game. So it's got R2 and C-3PO on the graphics here, and I think this is pretty unusual, you know. Obviously very, very big. I think what we might have to do, I'm just going to pause there. It says copyright 1977. I'm just going to pause there, and I'm going to pull the camera right back out so we can have a proper look at it. So just pause it there. So there it is. It is absolutely massive, poster sized. You can see it sort of folded down, almost like a magazine. A huge, huge sort of game. If I sort of zoom in on the rules here, you get to see the Green Sheets Limited, Game Sheets Limited in London, 1977. Now on the back is a rather snazzy poster, so I'm just going to pause it again and turn it over. So here's the back of the poster, and as you can see, once again, really, really massive. It says, please look out for Gamester magazine at your newsagent. Then it's got a little rundown of the film, the cast. And then sort of schematic diagrams of the droids there. How cool is that? So if you didn't fancy playing the game, you could put up a really nice, massive, massive poster of R2-D2 and C-3PO. Yeah, really, really interesting piece that, and certainly quite rare. So if you ever come across one of these, or one of its many variants, do grab it, because I think they're quite scarce. So there you go. I hope you've enjoyed that little look at these two classic Star Wars items. Let me know down below, did you ever have the Return of the Jedi album? And have you got this one, or one of the weird variants? Do let me know in the comments down below. Thanks once again for watching. Do please give the video a like, and do consider subscribing for regular vintage Star Wars content. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.